guys and gals, this is Barbie Figueroa with RiseMarketingAndDesign.com, and thank you so much for watching my video. Well, today I'm in a designing mood and I was feeling very inspired to create something from scratch. I wanted to create something using Canva, which is a design program, and Builderall, which is an all-in-one digital marketing solution to build landing pages, web pages, funnels, and all that good stuff. And I'm going to put them both together, and we are going to build a beautiful, stylized landing page that is going to make you look like a pro. It's going to make you look like you paid the big bucks to get someone to figure out your branding palette for you. And so with this, in this video, I'm going to do a little bit more of a real modern yet feminine look with a little bit of an edge. So if you want to see how I get like inspiration to build a beautiful branded stylized lead capture page, then keep on watching. Again, this is Barbie Figueroa with RiseMarketingAndDesign.com. Please take just one little moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I would truly appreciate that. All right, guys and gals, so we're going to dive right into it. I'm going to show you how to create a beautiful landing page that is very stylized, that looks like you paid someone to do it for you using Canva for Work and Builderall, which is the all-in-one digital marketing platform that I use to build my business. And honestly, I'm super happy with the way that it came out. So if you've been struggling to build lead capture pages and landing pages that kind of reflect more like your style, your vibe, your personality, then check out how I create this landing page, because I'm going to show you how simple it can be to create something that is both beautiful and practical, because not only is it going to look great, it's going to make you look polished and professional, but it's also going to help you generate leads as you build your business online. So without further ado, let's go right into it. Yeah, so basically this is what we are going to build today. We're going to build this beautiful, feminine yet edgy lead capture page, or even you can use this as a landing page on your website, or a lead capture page to collect leads for your coaching program or a product or whatever it is that you want to collect leads for. We're going to create this 1, 2, 3, 4 panel landing page that looks like you paid a pro to do it. So with that being said, let's go into Canva first to establish our brand palette, and then we will create the page inside of Builderall, the all-in-one digital marketing platform that I use to build my websites, funnels, and all that good stuff. And if you haven't checked out Builderall yet, I will have the links for you right below this video inside of the description box. You can check out more about Builderall, what's included, how much the membership is, what do you get for your money, and all that good stuff. And you'll also get a ton of bonuses when you partner with my digital marketing team. But I will have all that information for you right below this video inside of the description box, so make sure to check it out. All right, guys and gals, so let's go to Canva. All right, so as you can see, I've already started working with this like design palette to establish the landing page before I did this video. But I'm going to walk you through how I would do it from scratch. Okay, so obviously you have to have Canva for Work, which is what I use. I pay $12.95 a month for it, and it has more advanced features. I've been using it for over 3 years. I don't know that the free version has all of the bells and whistles that the Canva for Work has. So I'm going to teach it as though you had Canva for Work. And if you don't have it, I will have a link for you right below this video that you can check out. And because this is the version that has all the cool, you know, bells and whistles and all the cool upgraded photos and all that good stuff. So we're going to do it with Canva for Work. So if you're trying to do it through the free version and you don't see exactly what I'm showing you, that might be why. We're going to click on this button called Create a Design. And I am going to click on Presentation because it has the dimensions that are workable for me to create some beautiful background images to embed into my landing page. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Presentation. Now, if you don't have a brand palette already established, then this is going to be very helpful for you. What you want to do is you want to go to Photos. Now, if you haven't noticed, I'm so into pink. I love pink, right? Pink, magenta, colors like that. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to enter the word pink inside of the search. So let's go to pink and click on enter. And then you're going to get a bunch of cool images here inside of Canva that you can check out. Now you can scroll down and see what inspires you, what stands out. And as I was scrolling, like I like this one too. This one's like really, really pretty. It has these gold sparkles here on the side. That's really cool. But I'm also thinking in my mind, what's going to look good behind a capture form? Because we're going to use this for a lead capture page. So I kept scrolling and this one stood out to me because it's got this pink and gold and charcoal gray. So it's like, it's feminine, but it's got an edge. It has a little bit of masculine colors in it. So it's totally my vibe. I like this a lot. So I am going to go ahead and I am going to stretch out this image and fill out this page right here. So now I've got my background image for establishing my brand palette. So here's a really, really cool feature that Canva has. When you click on this photo right here, after clicking on that image, you'll see that this little multicolor background color thingy pops up. You want to click on that. And then you want to scroll down. And you'll see right here, magically, all the colors in this photo appear. You got your brand palette right there. How awesome is that? So if this is not the brand palette for you, then go ahead and put those photos in there and then click on the photo, click on this little multicolor thingy, and it will show all the brand colors for you inside of that photo, which is so awesome because then you can establish your brand palette based on what you like. Okay. So that's another thing that I encourage you to do. Pick the things that you like. Don't pick the things that you think people will like. You are the product. If you are a solopreneur, if you are an affiliate marketer, a network marketer, someone who is sponsoring people, you're selling products out there on the internet, people are buying the product, but they're buying you. They're really buying you first. So you want to attract the people that are similar to you, that like your vibe, that are attracted to your energy. And so you want to reflect that. See, this wouldn't really be my brand like that because I mean, I like it. I really do like it, but I love bold, vibrant colors because that's my kind of like flamboyant energy. So that really kind of like reflects my personality. So pick things that stand out to you. When you're scrolling on those photos and boom, something just stands out, that's probably that's probably going to be the one that you want to go with. Okay. All right. So now what we want to do is I want to show you a few cool little things because we're going to be working with these colors as we go and build this page. When you click on this little guy right here, okay? Actually, let me go back. Let me add a page and I'm going to click on this color, okay? When I click on that color, if I click over here, it's going to give me this little multicolor thingy because what I want to do is I want to get the hex code for this color. So if I click here, it's automatically going to give me the hex code for that color, right? So the hex code is this right here. You're going to need that because as you start to build your landing page, you want to put that into your color palette inside of Builderall, okay? So I just wanted to show you how to do that. I want to go back, click on this photo, click over here so I can come back here, and then I'm going to create more pages here because I am going to just straight away use these pages as background images, okay? And I'm going to take some of my favorite colors from this palette. Actually, I'm going to go with the lighter blush right here. And I'm going to come down here and I'm also going to select this one. Okay, so I've got my brand palette going over here. All right, so I'm done. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call this pink background elements. And I spelled that wrong. Background elements. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to download these as PNGs. And now I have my brand palette. Now, if you want, what you can do also is while you're here, just on a separate little notepad, go to each one of these, okay? Click on it, then click on the color until you see this little multicolor thing come out and save these little hex codes into a notepad. It's going to be very convenient as you start to work through this. See, when I click over here, now I got this color here. Click over here and now it gives me the hex code for this one. Click over here, then on the multicolor, and then I get the hex code for that one, and so on and so forth. Okay, so go ahead, and if you're following along, grab those hex codes and put them into a notepad. And now we're going to go into my Builderall back office so we can actually build this page. So now we're inside of my Builderall back office, and I am going to go into the Cheetah website builder. And I have already started this project, obviously, because I have the sample page that I showed you. So let's go ahead and just look at what this looks like in the back end. And let me go ahead and click on the page so you can see what it looks like, you know, in a large view. Okay. And that's what we're going to build. Okay. All right. So I'm going to just start a new page from scratch. I've obviously been working on it in these two other pages, but I want to show you how you do this from scratch. So let's go ahead and click on create a new page, and I'm going to call it pink landing page 1. Pink landing page. Pink landing page. All right, so I'm going to go to edit page, and now we have a blank slate, guys and gals, okay? So now what we want to do is we want to add a panel to start building. So I'm going to go ahead and click over here on add panels, and I'm going to put in a blank panel. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in that beautiful pink background. Remember, we downloaded that. So when you are selecting the image, make sure to check your download folders, okay? So we're going to right click over here, and I'm going to go click on background settings, change that image, and I've already uploaded the images. So I'm going to go ahead and select my pink background. And that is beautiful. Absolutely love that background. I love this gold and this watercolor look. And then you got that charcoal gray. It's like really speaking to me. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I am just going to do the layout of the page, right? So the next thing we have is 1, 2, 3 panels. So I'm going to go ahead and add those in right now. So let's go back. We're going to go to add. We're going to go to panels. We're going to add 1 blank panel, 2 blank panels, and then we're going to add a footer panel. So I'm going to go ahead and add this footer panel. And I'm going to delete this menu because I'm not going to use it for my template. So there we go. All right. So now I'm going to hit save. And now let's see what else I've got in my page. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and actually I am going to change this out to a testimonial panel. So let's go ahead and delete this because we have a shortcut for that in Builderall. You don't have to build it from scratch. So why are we going to build it from scratch? We already have it. So what you want to do is you want to go to panels and you want to go and scroll down and look for the panel that's already pre-built for this. So we already have testimonial panels. And boom, I just saved myself a bunch of time adding, you know, that whole box and the text and all that from scratch because the panels are already inside of Builderall. So now this gives me the opportunity to show you how to move this panel, which is a happy accident, right? So let me go ahead and click on move panels, and I'm going to move this. Let's see. Okay, so we got our footer here. I'm going to move this right up in here. We're going to move that panel, and now we're good to go. And we're going to go ahead and change that background in just a second. All right, so what do we got here now? We've got this beautiful blush pink. So I'm going to come here and I'm just going to change this panel out, right click there. And I'm going to change the background settings for this panel. And let's go ahead and change that out and bring in that beautiful blush pink. So simple, right? To make it look like a designer created this palette for you. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to get rid of this right now because we're going to use, actually I'm going to bring this down. That's what I'm going to do because I am going to bring in, let me bring this down into here because I am going to work on this panel right now to bring in our capture form. Okay. So let's get our capture form ready. Let me go ahead and click on elements. And I'm going to bring in a box. So let's go ahead and bring in a box. And I'm going to make it bigger. And I've got that beautiful light blush pink in there. So I'm going to right click it, background settings, change up the image, and I'm going to bring in the really light blush pink. Okay, now we want to make sure that this is centered, so click on center that box, and it's looking really good. So now what I want to do is I want to stylize it just a little bit. So I'm going to right click it so that the menu for this box comes out, and these are the different settings that you can change so that you can stylize whatever element you're working in. And I am going to go to border radius, and I don't typically like rounded borders, but I do want to soften this up just a little bit. So I am just going to go ahead and put 5 here, 5 here, 5 here, and 5 here, and that will go ahead and round out those borders just a teeny tiny bit. So now I'm going to go ahead and I want to actually put a little bit of a border on here. I'm going to go ahead and drag this out a little bit, and I'm going to make that like around a 3, or let's see, like a 5. All right. Now what I want to do is I want to change that border color. So if you have your hex code notepad handy, like I told you, you want to go ahead and put your little border color in here. Now I've already been saving them since I was doing the other samples. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put that gold in here. Now, let me show you really quickly how you can get that from Canva. You're going to go over here, and remember, you're going to copy this into here. Let's copy. This is the dark one. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to bring that into here, which I already have it, but I'm going to do it anyways to show you, right? And then you click on that little plus sign, boom, and it'll add it to your palette, okay? So you can bring in any color you want, put it into here, add the plus sign, and it'll start adding it to your palette. Let me show you the pink one, just so that you can see how that works. So let's go ahead and bring in the pink one. Click over here, grab that hex code, come back here, put that in here, okay? And I'm going to click on the plus sign, and now when I click on it, it'll be there. So let's go back to the border color, and I'm going to change it to the light gold. And now we want to scroll down just a little bit, and we want to put the border shape, okay? So that looks great to me. So I'm going to go ahead and click on save. And now we want to go ahead and drop that email in here. So let's go ahead over here, click the little arrow, and we want to go search for an element. And the element that we're going to look for is the email marketing form. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that in there. And I'm just going to pick a sample list. So this connects directly to your mailing bus, which is what I love about Builderall. Everything integrates, guys and gals. It's awesome. You connect your mailing bus, which is our autoresponder, which is how you build your email list. You get that list going, and then you can connect to it straight from your opt-in form. You don't need any further integrations. You don't need any third-party plugins, none of that stuff. Everything connects inside of Builderall. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And now we have ourselves an opt-in form. And now I'm going to go ahead and I am just going to customize this opt-in form. And while I'm at it, I'm going to bring this headline back up here because I'm going to change it in just a second. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to right click over here, and I'm going to go to general colors, and I'm going to make that button the darker gold. And then I'm going to make the border the lighter gold. So let's go to the border and let's change it into the light gold. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change the headline to yes, show me the presentation. I'm going to go ahead and put an icon here. We're going to go ahead and put a chevron, which is one of my favorites. Click on search and select the chevron. And we're going to make it go to the right. Okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and change the headline. Discover how to create a beautiful stylized lead capture page. Okay. Discover how to create a beautiful stylized lead capture page with Canva plus Builderall. All right. Now, this black is a little bit too dark. I want to stay inside of my brand palette. So there is a color over here that is going to work really, really well. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to change the font color to this. It's like a dark, dark, dark bluish gray. And that looks really, really nice. I'm going to do the same thing over here. And I'm going to open this up. because we're just going to put some dummy text. Now I'm going to make this white so that it looks a lot brighter. So I'm going to go to the background settings of this panel and I'm going to make that white. Much better. All right, and then finally, I'm just going to put some dummy text in there. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Add, go to Elements, and I'm going to go to Text, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this text into here. Open that up a little bit, and then I'm going to duplicate it. Okay. The ruler is going to make sure that we are completely level. Alrighty, that looks great. And then we're going to go ahead and change out that headline to what you're going to discover inside the training. What you're going to learn inside the training. Okay. And I can extend this out. And then over here, you would want to put like bullet points and stuff like that, okay, if you're doing a lead capture page. And then you could also put some testimonials. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to duplicate this, bring this down here, bring this down a little bit, and I'm going to put what other people say. What are saying. Okay? Boom. Super simple. And then I'll just go back and make sure that everything is centered. All right. Just want to make sure that everything, our headlines, our box, everything is centered so everything looks good. Okay. And then the final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change out this footer. I'm going to bring in that beautiful charcoal gray that matches our font right back here as the background for the footer. So I'm going to right click over here. And I am going to change the background settings, change the image, bring in that beautiful charcoalish dark pink kind of like gray color, which is really looks, you know, like really refined, really high end to me. And I'm going to go ahead and change this button just to give you an example of how to do that. We're going to right click here and that'll bring us our menu. And we're going to just go ahead and we're going to change the color of the button. And like I said, Builderall is you know, building your color palette as you go. So we're going to go ahead and put that color. And then we're going to change the shadow color too, because right now it's blue. So I want to go ahead and change out that shadow color to that light gold. Okay. And that is it. So basically, we've built a beautiful capture page. This should take you between selecting your Canva color palette, putting this together in Builderall, should take you about, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes if you have everything already prepared. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how this looks. And it looks beautiful. I'd probably minimize the spacing here just a little bit, but it looks like you got one of those really expensive designers to do it for you. And so using Canva for work, with all the beautiful upgraded photos there, and then it's picking the brand palette for you as you go. You just bring over those items into Builderall and you can build out beautiful capture pages, membership sites, all that good stuff. And it looks like you paid a lot for it. All right. So remember what I told you. We are still running the Funnel Club special for the monthly. Right now it's January 27th. If you want to lock in your rate at the Funnel Club for $69.90 a month instead of $99.90 a month when it goes up in February, you can save $30 a month if you sign up for the Funnel Club now. And if you sign up for the Funnel Club and you like this template, I'll throw it in there as a bonus for you. So make sure to check that out. I have the links for you right below this video. All right, guys and gals. Well, I hope that that inspired you. You can literally build anything that you want inside of Builderall, and using a tool like Canva, you can create a foundation for your brand, for a look, for a membership site, for anything that you want. I mean, that's kind of like one of my secrets. I go to Canva, I start with a foundation. Now, by the way, this is a big part of my branding, and it is my background, right? So I already have my brand established because I have this awesome video backdrop that I have. But for those of you that are stuck for ideas, then you can always find inspiration when you go to Canva, and with that cool tool that allows you to see the color palette that you're working with, then establishing your brand palette is as simple as going into the photo section, putting in your favorite color, browse through their photos, see what stands out to you, see what makes you go like, oh wow, you know, because that's what I did. I went through all those pictures and I'm like, that's the one that makes me feel something. Pick that one. That's a reflection of who you are, of your brand, of what you like. And then that will also attract people to you. So it all works together, right? Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel. And make sure you hit that notification bell if you want to be alerted the next time that I upload a video to my YouTube channel. So with that being said, this has been Barbie Figueroa with RiseMarketingAndDesign.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on another video. Bye.